Gay black Georgia male model vanishes. Body found with no organs. Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. A gay black Georgia man of a single mom with the aspirations of becoming a star vanished in the Nevada desert. 75 days later, his body was found with no external or internal organs, including his eyes. I'm not really concerned with the story because I keep telling black people they are an organ commodity. But I'm concerned with this single mother who was literally powerless to do anything. Why? Because she knew a year ahead of time that he would be killed by Hollywood. Instead of her getting on a plane and going and retrieving her son, who even asked her, was something going to happen to him? She simply sat by the phone and just received phone calls about everything going on. In fact, she didn't even get the autopsy report. A white reporter got it and is looking it over at his leisure. This is characteristic of single mothers. This isn't a characteristic of anyone else. He was killed because everyone knew she wasn't going to do a damn thing to stop it, nor to get revenge. Life just simply happens to single mothers. Thank you for watching the Shakama Live Show. And if you think this is harsh, this is truth. They've actually done studies. What are those studies about? The studies concluded that all of those daughters, sons of two-parent households, or living with their biological father, the girls have a, a vast amount, percentage rate of not being raped, sons not getting into any trouble, daughters hitting puberty late. No, I'm sorry, hitting puberty early, sons hitting puberty late. What does that mean? It's a biological time clock that says in the female daughter, you will have puberty early because you have good genes and you can reproduce, and there's security in your life to such a degree that you having puberty hit early is a-okay. In the son, puberty hits late. Why? Because then his entire time clock of puberty is shifted up so that he can develop because he has good genes and he has a sense of security in the home. When the children do not have a father in the home, biological father, not stepfather, and they're raised by a single mom, the exact opposite is true. You can go search my videos for that study. And the study was conclusive and scientific, meaning that they did, in fact, look over thousands of individuals, families, over the course of decades. And that was their conclusion. So, anybody who got triggered, that's on you. You already know that raising any child in a single parent home is a bad deal for the child, period. They also studied the interaction between children and their fathers, and they found even if the guy is a deadbeat dad, according to the mom, who doesn't work anyway. I don't know how she gets away with calling the father a deadbeat, but she doesn't work. Even the father, if he's a criminal, the interaction with the child completely changes him. Now, for all of you who says, not my man, he's terrible, he beats the child. Does he really beat the child? First of all, I would question the truthfulness of the statement. And if he really does beat the child or mistreats the child somehow, you have found a unicorn. Because again, they did studies and on thousands of men and children. Their conclusion was the absolute best person to take care of children, best nurturers, more nurturing. I don't think people understand just how far from nurturing the current female is. And I'm willing to bet all of you ladies who listen to me who are over 60 years old, who have observed young women, how they treat their children, will agree with me emphatically. The women of today are are not the women of 60 years ago. No way, no how. More abuse is visited on children of single mother than any other demographic. Any other. Molestation, rape, abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, starvation, death. That and even if the child makes it to adulthood, a life of crime, a life of crime, a life of crime. If you are that one single mother, and still let's say that is not a good deal, who had sole custody, not a good deal, and your children are not criminals, you better check your children for all sorts of other psychological misfortune. The very idea that your child is raised by a single parent means that he or she is already in the hole somehow, somewhere. You better go look up a 100 questionnaire survey to see if you have left your child behind somehow in your raising. Although you think you're very proud of it, all experts agree it's terrible for the children, and that the court system would keep giving sole custody to women in this day and age is simply evidence of complete collusion and corruption in the actual family court system. And these are not judges that we want in our court system at all. Thank you for watching. I know you're all going to be triggered. You can like and dislike the video. Dislikes count too. Thank you.